join with us. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to silence your cell phones, and that way we'll all enjoy the evening without any interruptions. I want to introduce two very special colleagues and friends of mine who I have the great honor I've had the great honor of knowing for a while, and I've had the even greater honor of watching their transformations and their maturations as they have become credentialed poets. Both of them have earned their Masters of Fine Arts within the last 2 years, and I've had the joy of witnessing that and being part of that with them. So I want to introduce both of them together because they have a very special sort of presentation and performance for us. The evening is called Interleavings, and they are going to interleave and read pieces as if we're going through pages of a book with one page on each side. So it's going to be really cool. So Carol Moon I've known for a number of years. She's been here at St. Leo. Everyone who's here knows her as one of our very cherished librarians. She is a flamenco dancer. She is an artist at heart, and she's been a poet for many, many years, and an even more outstanding poet today than when I first met her. She holds an MFA in creative writing from Stetson University. She's a professor in the Daniel A. Cannon Memorial Library here at St. Leo. Her poems have appeared in Sandhill Review, the Indiana Voice Journal, the Lipstick Party magazine, that sounds like fun, and a Miami bus stop, which we should all take a little road trip to Miami and see her poem. It's on Northwest 12th Avenue and Northeast 160th Street as part of the O Miami Festival Poetry Contest. Next to her is Amanda Forrester. I just got introduced to Amanda's poetry about 5 years ago when she submitted something to Sandhill Review under a pseudonym. I thought, who is this wonderful poet named AJ? And it ended up being Amanda Forrester. Amanda received her MFA from the University of Tampa. Her poems have appeared or are forthcoming in Indolent Books' What Rough Beast, Collective Unrest, and in the Sandhill Review. And hot off the press news, she's just had 3 more poems anthologized in a new book that's coming out called We Will Not Be Silenced. These are poems about sexual trauma and surviving sexual trauma. And she's very proud of that publication coming up. She serves on the board of Yellow Jacket Press. She likes to snuggle with her fur babies when she isn't working long hours as a data analyst here at St. Leo. And we can all follow her on Twitter, right up here. So welcome our poets for the evening, Carol Moon and Amanda Forrester.
This is our intro to our theme. Carol Ann, theme, eco, anti-war, Whitman, open. Moon's erasure poems of Whitman. Project these? Era, 19th century, Civil War. 40 minutes, 20 minutes each. Amanda, War on Women. Crisis, old, crisis, still. Whitman, American free verse. Terence Hayes, sonnets. Fair, unfair treatment, equality. Title, We Shall Overcome, Perseverance and Persistence, Uncivilized Civil War, Deaf Ears, Silent Lips, We Shall Overcome. Continuance, intersect, songs, ourselves, palms, intersecting wars and storms, energy, insert verb. 27 poems, visuals, poems and graphics, duet of poetry, tearing down nature, tearing down women, click when images change, sweeping sounds, ask about the space and the projection, interleaving. A little experimental poetry. Same code, code same. Organ of Corti, Scala timpani. In a good Norwegian wood, no one was welcome, especially a dresser of sycamores, pruning frequent background checks. The hour will not change. Evening, says pen, drink brown sky, name the goodbye. The banana is late, infinitive day. For example, pink, yes to formal you. I thought a friend a bird. I have seen feathers stretched to the sky. One hand like a plane, bent, signaling, coming. Step still laden, fragile in the control tower. Warum ist der Himmel blau, sky blue? Some scattered light reaches you everywhere. Rattle old, silver, howl glass, easy origami. File new project, import file, drag to working space, click the gap, delete the gap, razor icon splicer, green sound, blue video, crossfade sound, very subtle, render, toggle clip overlay, 100 layers of sound.
Patriarchal residue. I suffer from historical hysteria, sponsored by men who explored and discovered the wandering uterus, which means I need an orgasm to control my outbursts. My vagina is a sheath for a sword. My clitoris should be hidden from view. With this, I can't be trusted. This is why I need to be controlled. I am dirty with residue. Sew me up, stitch code, so I am clean and faithful. Remove my uterus and implant it in my husband. I can't be trusted to care. Remove my breasts with their milk glands. I can't be trusted to feed. Remove my ovaries and their unborn half-babies. Give them to the rich for implantation. Remove my soul for sacrifice to the God of the first world. Give me the death I need to have.
Erasing to the sayers of words and moon sister. Watery words, delicious sounds of your, our bodies, in the body or without. I remember sitting and talking with you on the pool bottom. I know my name, and by imbued invitation, I utter and utter, not knowing who left us our moon name, yet still us. I hear your no scream, no, no, failures, fail, 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 fail. At age 6, you made it clear you needed no one to father you. Sisters elder and younger, inviting none, tirelessly at a distance. Their own countenances are with them without fail. And so we had our faces to show as a sign of to ourselves. Embracing fluid vacuum and the divine whoever you are, each woman is herself is. You danced and I read my books. I danced and you raised your children. I swear her complete. I swear her broken. Face the earth. See love with love. We speak on the bottom of wine glasses nowadays. I swear nothing is what you anticipated, is as it was before, but the soul. We use iPhones as our watery teacups. They catch our tears. This is a poem for you. I understand you. I perceive you, you. If you do not see you for a while, you are etched in me.
Cultural interpretation, a puzzle for my sister. But why should I be sold to be loved The taking and the giving is complicated. Does being born then entitle me to be at the mercy or mercilessness of the complicated? Asking why is an endless feat unhelped? Why the one who bore me, sold me, is complicated. The sacrificial age, I became the feast of the sacred evil, devoured, deflowered. Our mother's love is complicated. Listen, if I don't take you, little sister, they will. My blade will set you free. This way, it's less complicated.
Erasing crossing Brooklyn Ferry and craft. Face to face, I see men and women, hundreds and hundreds, and more in my meditations, disintegrated every one, strung like beads, sights in the street. What are the leaves listening to? Entered the gates, men and women. I was one of a crowd, I was. The sound of the photocopier. I stood numb, I looked, too many. I saw bodies, listening bodies. I saw, eyes, I too saw, my eyes looked, saw. Proto-leaves, left and right margins. Swinging large and small in motion, the white shadowy group flanked by fires, casting black men and women back, forward. The time will come. Partial lines of text flashing. Crowds of people struck the body. You know, evil, I am he. Left, right, left. I dared not speak. Cowardly, malignant, snake me. Arms, neck, flesh in the street. Or the sound of the scissors cutting. I cannot see me, not you, not races. A film envelops bodies and meaning. My notes, coarse, long poems. Men and women lie in the street, out of name, out of life, out of it. Or the sound of the tape tearing from the dispenser. Whites, flaunt, blacks, indicate what you are. Be hung, we arrest you all, only you. As I lay down the lines for another. Through color, we cast you aside. You. And the iPhone camera shutters and shudders. Click, click, click.
Those women. She slept in her truck for 4 nights, sad-faced, rejected a shelter for her kind. You know, those women. Doesn't want anyone in her head, she said. How stupid, I thought. How stupid. I thought I would punch her to shut her up, but didn't. She slept on my couch for 18 hours. How depressing, I thought. How much Febreze do I need? She ate a public sub on her lap and slept for 18 hours and said thank you 18 times. As he threw her shit in the yard, she said, I guess it's okay to take these, to take it all 3 pairs of jeans.
Erasing Sleep Chasings and 2017 EPA rulings. With open eyes, they look little in their white faces, head in the sand. With drooping eyes, they pierce the earth. It was beautiful. Measure to repeal. Twilight ghosts look again and make me cunning with my truant lover in favor of reducing unnecessary burdens. You call and my lover shall run from the windows, vowing to abandon accord. Naked manhood in darkness flaccid, I am icy, already shifting away. Everything in the dark I see lies close and even. I see myself a past, another, endangerment finding. I grow fainter and fainter amid a crowd, perpetually speechless, confined to inside the fence line. All the week I am vast dusk. Warily I lie a show of unseen dreams, unlikely to halt the decline. Dreams voyage home, through with waiting. A pretty powerful message. The midnight widow sleeps in the midst of heaven always. Controlled states are expected. The womb is in its place. They unite now. Hand, breast, arms, lips, neck. That raises the question. Breath of the night, stay a while, be not afraid. Start over. Rich desert, night rise, duly or duly, already preparing for the prospect.
Dearly beloved, let us now kill each other with blades we blood to wield. We shall kill the women we love, yes, love, and kill them with our words, laws. I will call my father, and he will be pleased. My mother will be pleased if he is pleased. She will accept our blades obedient to her vows, to his rule, and we shall be free to band together for our own sake, the sake of our children, though half will be murdered as they sleep, wake to see their funerals online. In time, they will inherit our blades that murdered them, turning toward each other with blood in their eyes. Yes, let us now proceed to lift our each blades and cast our bodies.
Gathered format. A book has a body, a gathering of leaves, sewed at its middle, fold cords across the spine. A thin book's body may be stabbed, sideways, thank goodness for covers. Chain lines, wire lines, watermarks, impressed sheet designs, 18 heavy lines side to side, maybe slant, 28 faint lines per inch, maker's mark at half, off center. Follow the chain lines, wires, jugs, note the additional leaves, any subtractions, note the folds, directions. They will not appear in reproductions. Examining the book. A book is a series of gatherings, signed in some way, a printer's alphabetical signatures without J, U, and W, with catchwords like in, Arabic press numbers, page numbers, benchmarks, concealed when the book is bound. With practice, this becomes automatic. Everything will look as if it belongs.
Anatomy of a book. My body is a book, fat with notes, thoughts, questions, not new and pristine, perfectly packaged and boring. Years of wear, folded corners, black lines around my eyes, spine bent, slouching from gravity, sticky notes sticking out mark my path, finger smudges, spaghetti sauce, a crumb or two deep residence. To sit silent on a shelf is to bury me in a coffin. I free the words and let them live in my mind. I released me from those bindings. I released me from my bindings.
I come from a long line of nearly celibate priestesses who taught me prayers and baking, who read me poems, who washed my hair in clean water, who gave me a soft bed, who sang me songs in moth languages, who cooked me favorite meals, who walked me to school, who bought me dancing shoes, who cried with me, who laughed with me, who let me study frogs, who brought me to church, who cut my hair, who made me clothes, who taught me to sew, who talked with my teachers, who let me knock down all the house chairs in a rage, who gave me jewelry from my ancestors, who told me I was beautiful, who hugged and kissed me just because, who prayed with me daily, who celebrated my good grades, who punished me for calling my sister names, who welcomed my friends, who gave me money to spend, who took me to doctors, who wrote me letters, who kept my letters to them, who listened to me sing, who curled my hair for parties, who made me eat everything put on my plate, who took me to watch horses in summer, who built fires in the hearth in winter, who hung out the laundry to dry in spring, who picked apples with me in fall, who helped me catch fireflies in the night, who sent me outside to run races in the day, who told me to help others, who brought me to the workplace with them, who told me to stand up straight, who got my crooked teeth fixed, who zippered my windbreaker so I would not catch cold, who gave me a dog, who showed me how to press flowers, who silenced the ghosts in my room so I could rest, who never mentioned my father first, who showed me my half-built-in lineage, who believed in my intuition, who dragged me to funerals, who painted my face when I was old enough, who explained the beauty of sex to me, who taught me to think for myself, who could not spare me from inherited diseases, who gave me gold dishes for my new home, who held my hand when I had my ovaries and uterus removed, who sat on the bed in silence with me, who would not let me wallow, who loved me from the moment they saw me, who saw me when I could not see me.
Beauty takes pain. It's the first word I find in a word search. In high school, I was pizza-faced, so when the lady at Ulta said, "What scars?" I don't see any scars. I was confused. Then she said, "You have blackheads and whiteheads. You need to exfoliate and moisturize. I saw you walk in and your face is so white. Your face is so red. You need bronzer. At your age, you need a water-based makeup." So I bought her products, and it's the same manipulation tactics my ex-husband used. "Don't let my friends see you without makeup on. Why don't you look that nice for me? Who are you putting makeup on for? Do I need makeup on?" Yes. I prefer the loofah to the liquid scrub because those beads get stuck in my eyelashes, but the loofah hurts and makes me more red. I tried the egg yolks because my granny read it somewhere. "Here, put some toothpaste on that, it'll draw it out. Here's some drawing salve, it'll draw it out. Hold still, it'll only hurt more." My mom said, "Beauty takes pain."
The Diary of the Wind God's Daughter. Shamans climb the bird trunk to the tent of heavens. Marooned, cut off, no compass. In the moth ally age, holy fire smoke rose, up the rooftop, wind high, spirit highway, gods, ghosts, doubles. After the boiling deep, flooding lakes, I was left with just a window, seeing only myself. Dust, bones, teeth. Mirror that makes things shine, nothing is obscured from you. I look up for the law. And if it pleases you, you hand it down. When the visitors come to my cave, they call you Chief Chief, mirror that makes things shine, and I know you send them to me. I will be playing here. I seek security from death. Where is the seat of command? I wish to rule here. Help me with your wisdom, mirror with two faces polished and shining. My offering is my noble cactus fruit, free of its thick and prickly husk.
Blowback. I see your point loaded in my face. Spring action, actionable. I see your point, how in the old days, this is how it was done. Meet me in the street with double barrels pointing down, staring each other down like, bitch, what are you looking at? I see your pointedness, your sharp blindness to change, to betterment, like there's a 3-day waiting period, what more do we need? You're so busy looking behind you in the rear view mirror for that chip on your shoulder that you miss the blood.
Study says female hurricanes are deadlier than male hurricanes. Lower perceived risk, different preparations, not taken seriously, less fear, fewer evacuations, more denied the danger, deemed less intense. 29 years without male names didn't matter. Gender of study participants didn't matter. A soft breeze.
Resurrection. Death is always near, they say, and I believe it. I'd rather attend a funeral than a wedding, one I can believe in, the other too deceptive, too expensive, too pensive. To think about it all ending in divorce, not at the tiered cakewalk. Think about it. I had to stay for the kids. My granny said so, and I believed her. But you can't make that choice when death comes, inks a permanent period at the end of your sentence. Regardless of how it's structured, how many guests attend, you can multiply by the number of times you tried to leave and come up with the years you donated to a son who at 13 told you up all the way off.
Rus hirta, hardly more than a sumac shrub. When bruised rus yields milky, sticky juice, its branching is quite suggestive of a horny pair of velvet stage stag antlers. Earthquakes are tracking related.
Terrence Hayes is Mexican, after How to Be Drawn. If chicken is poetry, Terrence Hayes is my chef. He dredged my right breast through the gutter on Calle de Milagros, a.k.a. Rock Street, a.k.a. Prostitute Boulevard, a.k.a. Don't Go Down There at Night. My mind is circling with hints of wine and leftover Cinco de Mayo, vomit and dog slobber drooled while begging for a scrap, searching for a fallen dollop of salsa from a stale corn tortilla his hands couldn't quite hold. My right breast he dipped in unsavory breadcrumbs he stole, I knew borrowed, from the tribe's ghost stories, a.k.a. crime reports, a.k.a. troubled bodies, a.k.a. poems, written in orange groves, eaten by the greenie. I think this is how it went. He seared me, left me raw on the inside, like leftover shut-off blue school bus returning to homeland because buses of pickers and their chickens can't fly over fences.
Aralia spinosa. Devil's walking stick, lacy leaves with spiny stems, admired by the Iroquois, planted near villages for fruit. Young leaves eaten before the prickles hardened, women took the lemony flowers for their hair. Keystone Parkland.
Pablo Neruda taught me Spanish. I is yo. Yo is mira. Mira one you've been looking for all your life. Socks are O-worthy when dry, wet, not so much. At a wedding, when the preacher says, "Dearly beloved," she is addressing Pablo Neruda. Two socks ceremoniously paired until one gets wet and moldy, fades and pills, and the hair is mismatched. I won my sock in a pucker game, but it never quite fit me right. Too small, stretched out, too many soaks and bath salts. Now I wear flip-flops that clip-flop with onomatopoeia and alliteration and the promise of a beach blowout with each step and freedom to feel the sun with no fear of weird tan lines circling my ankles or my ring finger. Oh, beloved Pablo, oh, beloved sock, you stink.
Wind instruments. Wind-built parabola dunes cry up and down, left and right deep. Loose outer face, packed inner slope, neat corridors, walking across noses, tricky. Cannot away. Abrasion, never hearing her name said sweet. Erosion, night after night, sitting together apart. Constant weathering, tremendous cutting power, gorges, ravines, lured, demolished. Sentence blasted, at an all-time high and mighty low. Valleys of withering solid rocks crumble, wind-etched cracks leap, slow but sure disaggregation.
You don't want to remember. You know, by now you know, character traits and character acting, like a fool in love with yourself, you sit alone, lonely gray voices, all clear, and you come back why, and ask why when by now you know nothing. As if your mother bottle-fed you, groomed you, combed your hair. It's like this, she said. 100 strokes, 100 strikes with a leather belt, both for shininess. Vaulting your thighs, you remember when a man's hand touches your thigh backs and takes you back then, back out now, black out what you know.
Windward Passage. Current wind map, 2016 Earth, October 3rd, downloading, 10:49 p.m. Rendering globe. Copy select all defined. Many green, harmless-looking swirls overlay blue. Beautiful, actually, but wait. Zoom in. 226 kph, 140 miles per hour, south of the Tiburon. Sounds Shakespearean. Here comes a red-orange weatherblastoma, Matthew bearing down. On Haiti, expulsive effort in the second stage of labor, category 4, aiming at the biological hotspot known as Massif de la Haute, mountain range, diversity and endemism, birds, plants, reptiles, endangered, expect deforestation, flash floods, mudslides, expect deforestation. Patients still recovering from cholera expect debilitation. Food and water shortages expect devastation. Evacuations expect death. Expect deaths. Who makes his angels wings?
Old Glory. The fat orange crayon was my favorite. Something about brightness. My mama drafted me to serve her new man, sprawled on the wicker garage sale special, dumped on the sandy lawn, sand spurs still stuck in the leaves. My daddy dumped us on Grady's front porch. The state agreed we deserted him. The New World is my favorite. Something about freedom. To change my mind, to change the world, forecast us. Color us bright, like the old ragged flag, we never lose our worth.
Sundog by Amanda Forrester. I killed myself to save you. Hear me out. I drew courage like a sword from his waist while chained to the backyard tree. Beneath his feet I crawled and showed my belly like a beat dog, tongue lolling with each good girl after a kick to the gut. Obedience was never my thing, but I was faithful. I almost stayed with him, almost. But I thought of you and thought better of it. For you, I thought better of dying, the phoenix. That Baptist saved by fire thing is real. I will rise from cold cinders, my son, remember me.
Magnolia acuminata by Pearland. Leaves scattered along branches, folded lengthwise in the bud. Curved cucumber-shaped fruit, fresh bark, a fever tincture, thousands of spiral coils, hurt an inch, a wood's inch. Refract colors, like winter air frost crystals, conjuring prismatic sunlights.
Thank you.
In my opinion, they both, this event has exemplified the best of what poetry can do, because I feel that it transported us. Lisa and Joanne are available to take questions if anyone has questions.
I would say anyone that really matters has you to be focused on the meaning like up on the moment. Really take it in the evening.
Any other questions, comments for the poets?
So, when did you start writing, or when did you realize you really like writing?
I've basically always been a writer. It was what I excelled at very early on. And so I just always kept journals until I got old enough to make my own decisions, became divorced. Yeah. So then I just started spending more time on it.
So I didn't write a lot when I was younger, but I wanted to take a poetry course in college, and my professor had to break it to me that I didn't have a portfolio, and I said, okay, sure, thank you. So that was in the 80s, right? So then I come to work at St. Leo, and one of my dear friends, Kurt Wilt, says, come into my poetry class. I said, do I have to have a portfolio? No, just come in. So I went in. So then I did really start in earnest 2006.
Other questions?
So how do you know all those scientific names of plants? Like, great. I knew every one of them. No, but how did you come to love
books that came into the library archives over the summer after my first semester at the MFA. So I needed a project, and I was, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And Doris was like, well, look at these things. These are cool. So these are Huff's American Woods.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
found them in the file for one of the science
Yeah,
department
yeah, John.
closets, and someone brought them over to the library. So if you come up later, I'll open it up to see the tree slices. There are about 25 trees represented in this volume. We have about 11 of these, not the whole set, but we have quite a number of them. And so I based the tree poems on the slices.
Other questions?
How long does it take Amanda to write one poem? Does it hit you and then write it, or does it take a while?
Yeah, when I read articles, like anything in the news or social media, and it really affects me, I spit it out really quickly and then make it something worth reading afterwards.
Forrester, you have a question?
You might want to go into a little detail about how did you decide that you were going from, writing some poems and tinkering with language to getting an MFA? What became the catalyst to go to an MFA program versus just the urge to write?
That's a really good question. As soon as I finished my BA here at St. Leo, I knew I was going straight into an MFA, and it was basically like a childhood dream to have an MFA, and I know that sounds really weird, but it's 3 letters, not 2. I was a kid, so, plus it's a terminal degree, and it would basically do nothing for me other than give me a lot of training. I got to work with the most amazing mentors. But the decision, I figured, well, you only live once, and you haven't really lived thus far. At the age of 41, I decided to get my MFA. And all on my own. I paid for it. I'm paying for it myself.
Yes, there's a lot of peanut butter involved. When you go for a 3rd degree and you pay for it yourself. So yeah, I echo the same thing, that it's a decision deep in your thought and your soul. You feel like this is going to help you explore something that you've maybe gone through the courses that were here and loved them, and now you need another set of courses that someone else has devised. Enjoy those too. And this MFA at Stetson just appeared out of nowhere. I was in the first class with the professors at Stetson, and it was also visually related. It was not just poetry, it was also visual arts, and I also include dance.
Other questions?
I have a question. Older poetry has a lot of culture involved in it, sort of what happens. Have you thought of taking your poetry into the political movement at all, or into populations that you have that you can into? It's very powerful, right? Be great things.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good reason to write. I've been to submit. I've had 3, not in this lineup here, but 3 other poems are in an anthology that Gianna was saying, "You Will Not Be Silenced," and all the proceeds to that go to help survivors of sexual trauma, which I think is a really great way to give back and to support women and girls, and there's a lot of girls out there who go through it, so unfortunately. That's what I choose to do.
Well, my first maybe upcoming opportunity is to apply to a program in the summer. It's really for papers, formal papers, but there will be some art, the creative arts involved. So I really think that's important, that going forward, I try to blend arts and sciences, and I'm a library scientist, so I don't see any walls, and I really hope conferences become a lot more open and inspiring to people who have different abilities and different inspirations. So I'm hoping to take poetry to arenas that are traditionally more formal in terms of full-length papers and all that stuff. This is scholarship. Writing poetry is quite intensely related to scholarship and involving scholarship.
Carolyn, could you explain a little about your erasures? I know that was your major thesis, is to do these erasures. Some people may not be familiar with them.
Right, it was totally new to me. I was so overwhelmed and happy about it. It can be anything where you're taking something like I did, Whitman's Leaves of Grass, and so I don't know that you can see it, but please come down later. But Whitman had lots and lots of words, right? So I had to choose the ones that spoke to me and try to make sentences. I didn't feel like I was doing something in the beginning. I didn't feel like I was doing something earth-shattering because right behind me there are about 12 examples of erasure poets' works. So you're welcome to come down and check out one of those from my personal library. So you can see that what starts out as something like you're circling words on a page, thinking, oh, this is fun. It's not that, maybe you're not thinking this is going to be your project at the end. But I have to say that one of my things was like totally change the way the page was going in terms of the Whitman describing his citizens in Brooklyn, riding the ferries. He was definitely anti-war, but he never really came out and said so in the poems. So eventually that became sort of my mission, that he would say these things about the war and about racism in the North. Nobody was really talking about that as much as in the South. But there were examples of racial issues in the North going on. And Whitman, although he lost a few jobs, I guess when he stood up for these principles in his settings at work, but he didn't write about them in the poems. And so I felt like that was the thing that I could do, was to write about more tangibly the war and the things that were going on politically. So.
Any other questions?
What was your process like just preparing for the reading? Because like how did you come up with the order and
I read all of her poems.
Yeah.
She read all of mine, and we interleaved them. We wanted them to be in conversation with each other.
We saw words that popped up like sundogs. I'm like, who writes a poem with the phrase sundogs in it? I'm like, there's got to be a lot more connections in here. So that's how we organized them, based on seeing connections after reading them.
We really get to know somebody when we read their poem. It was fun. It was amazing.
Any other questions? I'd like to just mention before we close, and of course we want to thank Amanda and Carolyn for this. Before we close, I want to thank all of you for being such a great audience, and I also want to mention that we have another reading tomorrow. This is a very literary week. Our own Dr. Patrick Crean will be reading in the library at 11:30 some new work. So if you're available